Hello everyone, in this video I'll be solving Cambridge A-Level Information Technology paper 4 for February-March 2024. You have been supplied with the following source files. I have the files here. Create a folder called examination and you will be saving all your work in this folder. Copy the source files into this folder. So let's create a new folder, examination, and you need to copy all the files into examination folder. We are going to do task 1 in this video. Open and examine the files 21 order data, 22 and 23. So we need to open all the three files here. These files contain details of cake sales. Use these files to create a single spreadsheet named cake sales 21-23 followed by your center number, candidate number. So let's open a new Excel workbook. Now we need to combine these data. So before combining, just make sure all the data are in, or the field names are in order. So let's copy the data now. This is the 21 data. Now the 22. Paste it. When you're pasting, the field names might get repeated. If you had copied it, just delete that, because already we have the field names here. Now 23 data. Now you can close these files. Now this file should be saved as cake sales 21-23 followed by your center number and candidate number. So let us rename this sheet as cake sales 21-23. Remove the rows containing gratis. So we have some rows which contains gratis. So in order to remove that, let's first sort it. Go to data, sort by the customer ID. You can scroll down to get the data. So we need to remove this. So select these rows and you can delete the rows here. Add these calculated columns. So you can see we have to add some calculated columns. Before that, you can see here the customer ID, and customer name are separated. In our file it is together, so we need to make sure these are separated. So just insert two columns here. We'll separate it with the help of this hyphen. You can see the customer ID, then there is a hyphen and the customer name is there. But there are some data like here Perry buys, in this also the hyphen is there. So that's why two columns are given. Now let's select this, go to data, text to columns. Select delimited. We are going to separate the columns based on this hyphen. Then click next. Remove tab and give other here, and it should be a hyphen. Click next and finish. Now all the data are fine except this one where we have this Perry buys. This has got separated. So this should be this way. Now you can delete this column. So now we have the customer ID and this will be customer name as given in the question. Now we have to insert profit per order as column G. So insert a column and you have to give profit per order. Then after order date, month of order and quarter. So give month of order and quarter. Then we have date shipped. We have to give order status and days to ship. So date shipped, order status, days to ship. So we have added all the required columns. Now let's format it. The first row, all the cells are center aligned both vertically and horizontally. So center align. Adjust the column width and also set wrap text. give orders. Now we have to calculate the profit per order. Already the revenue is given here and we have to find the profit. So this is the cost and this is the revenue. So profit will be revenue minus cost. You can replicate this. Now we need the month of order. So the month of order, the month is in this date, order date. So we can just format this in the form of month. We have to show the month name here in full. So let's use the text function. The text function, the order date, and the format will be the complete month name. So let's give 4M, give OK. So we got the month name here. Next we have to find the quarter here. So to get the quarter, you can see there is a formula given here. In the quarter column, the value of the quarter can be calculated by this formula. Round up the month of order date divided by 3. So for each quarter and then comma 0. So we have to give this formula here in quarter. So equal to round up take the month of order date divided by 3 then comma 0. If you get a date format, just go to format cell and make it general so that you can get the integer value. So this is the month quarter number. Now we need to amend this formula to display the results in this way. First the year should be displayed. First the year, then the quarter, then the suffix should be given and the text QTR should be given. So this is the quarter. So in order to add the suffix, for example, if the quarter is 1, we have to make it ST. If it is 2, it should be second, that means ND, and third, and for 4, it should be TH, fourth. So in order to make it easier, I'll just make a table here. So I'll make a new table here. It will be quarter and the suffix after that. For quarter 1, it should be ST. For 2, it should be ST. Sorry, NT. For 3, it should be RD. And for 4, it should be TH. So that we can look up the suffix. Otherwise, we'll have to use many if formula. So this is the quarter. Now let me cut this formula. We'll start a concatenate formula because we need to show the year first, then the quarter, and then the word QTR. So in concatenate, the first one will be the year. So give year of the order date. Now the text 2 will be a space because after the year there is a space, and then the third one will be the quarter number, the formula which we had cut. So I have pasted it here. Now in the fourth text after the year space 4. Now the suffix should come. So for that I'm going to use a VLOOKUP formula. VLOOKUP. So the lookup value should be this formula, this quarter number. So the lookup value, I will again paste that here in lookup value, comma, the table array will be this quarter, comma, 2, comma, 0. We have the suffix in the second column. That's why we have given 2. Now make sure this is absolute A2 to B5 so that we can replicate it. So now we got 2021 fourth. Now the next one is a space and QTR. That means the quarter. So give OK. Just rename this sheet as quarter. So the formula is this way. Concatenate first the year of H2, that is the order date, then a space, then the roundup formula which is given in the question, that will give you the quarter number. Now in order to get the suffix, I have used the VLOOKUP. The lookup value will be this formula again, and the column, the table array will be the quarter column, and column index is 2 and 0. And then the next text. So we got the required quarter. So this is the required data for quarter. Now order status. Now we have to calculate days to ship. So in order to calculate the days to ship, we have to add that here. Days to ship. Now in days to ship, we need to find the number of days needed. So here order date is there, date shipped is there. So you can subtract from date shipped this one, order date. But there are uh, some orders which are open. You can see in the question. Some order status is open. For that the shipment date is not there. So the days to ship also will be empty. So we need to write the formula in that way. So equals if this date shipped is empty, if it is empty, the answer should be also empty. Otherwise, you can subtract order date from date shipped. So date shipped minus order date, and along with it the days should be shown. The word days should be shown. So I'm using and, just like concatenate, you can use and, then in double inverted comma a space, and then days. So this is the formula. Now it will show the number of days here. So wherever the status is empty or open, here you can see it is open here, so it won't show any value. So this is done. Now create a new worksheet in your workbook. Use this worksheet to display 4 charts showing these details. So we need to make 4 charts this way. So the charts are for the total cake sold in each year, total revenue, and the total profit for each year, and then the number of orders for each customer. So these 3 data are the total sales for the each year. So we can do it using a pivot table. So just click somewhere inside the data, go to insert, pivot table, and choose a new sheet, give OK. So we need the sum of the total cakes sold each year, total revenue. So total cakes sold, you can take cakes shipped, you can drag it here to the values. So sum of cakes shipped. For total revenue, bring the revenue here, and also total profit. So all the values are here, and it should be for each year. So bring the order date to the rows. So now it is shown for each year, each month, and each quarter. Now we need only for the year because the data is for the complete year. So in order to create the graph, let's copy this data here. Now for the first chart, we need the total cakes sold each year. So select the first column and the second column. This is total cakes. Go to insert the vertical bar chart. So this is the total cakes sold each year. So let's rename the title total cakes sold each year. Next, so this is the first chart. Let it be here. Now for the second one, select this column and sum of revenue. Same way, insert a new vertical bar chart. The title should be total revenue for each year. So the second chart is ready. Now for the third one, the total profit. So again, insert. The title is total profit for each year. So the three charts are ready. Before that, we did not set this as currency. It should be pound with 2 decimal place. The cost and the profit and also revenue should be also currency with 2 decimal place. Make sure this data is also formatted as currency so that it is displayed on the graph. So our three charts are ready. The formatting we can do later. First, let's prepare the fourth one. Now we need the number of orders for each customer. The user must be able to select either 2021, 2022 or all the years. So in order to do that, first let's copy the customer name because it's based on customer name, the number of orders, so the cake shipped, the order date, and let's also take the quarter. Copy this to a new sheet. Now let's add a new column for the year equal to year of the order date so that it's easy to do the filter. Now let's make the pivot chart from this data. So go to insert pivot chart. You can use this existing worksheet only I'll select one cell here so that the data will be shown here. Give OK. So I need it according to the customer name. So I'll add customer here. Then the number of orders, that is the cakes shipped, I will add here. It is showing some, we need the count. So let's make it count. Go to value field settings and set it to count. OK. And we need the year in the filter so that we can select the year. If you select 2021, it will show the number of orders for that year. If you select all, you will get all the details for that particular year. Let's make this in hundreds so that the graph looks as given in the question. So this is the fourth graph in this question. Now, the title of the graph must change according to the year selected. So it should show order for all years if the selection is all, and orders in 2022. So we need to make some adjustments here. So according to the selection here, according to what you select here, the cell will change. So if I give 2021, it will change the value in this cell. So the title should change accordingly. So let's give equal to if this value equal to all. If it's all, it has to show order for all years. Else order in that particular year. So you have to give order in. Now add the cell reference here so that whatever you select, that will be shown here. So this is the formula. Now it is showing order in 2021. If I change it to all, it shows order for all years. So that will be the title. So select the title. Here you can give equal to the cell. So the title will change according to what you change here. 2021, give OK. So it is order in 2021. So this part we have already done. Now next we have to insert a chart on your worksheet. So there's a final chart here, one chart here after the 4 charts which we have already prepared. We have to display the sales per quarter. The user must be able to select the year 2021 and all the years and the quarter. So for that, go back to your sheet. So we need the total sales. That means the revenue. Let's take the customer name, revenue, order date, and the quarter. Now add a new sheet here. Paste it here. So as you can see, we should be able to select the year as well as the quarter. and it should appear this way, the year and the quarter. So year should be separate and the quarter should be separate. So for that, let us give the year here. Year will be the first four characters of this one. And quarter number will be the last seven characters of this quarter. So equal to right, comma 7. So we got the year and quarter separate. Now let us make the pivot chart from this. Let's keep the name of this field as quarter because it should appear on the chart as quarter only. So this, let's give us quarter 1 and this will be simply quarter. Now let's create the pivot chart. So go to insert, pivot chart. Let's make the pivot chart in the same sheet. Select somewhere here, give OK. Now you can add the customer name for the axis and the total revenue for the values. And in order to filter, we have to give year and the quarter here. So you can see year can be selected separately and quarter can be selected separately. Now the chart title should look like this. When you select the year 2021 and second quarter, the chart title should be shown here, and also the text should appear under each bar here. For that we need to the chart title is, you can give here, equals this cell and give a space and this cell. Now for the chart title, I'll give in the function fx equal to this cell, so that it will change according to the title here. So here now I'm choosing 2022. So the title has changed. Also the quarter, I'm changing to third quarter. Give OK. So the quarter will change. Now according to the question, we need to show that same text here. So we need to make space here. Right click on format axis, click on labels. You have the distance from axis, make it 600 so that we have enough space here. Now I'll insert a text box. A text box here. Select the text box and then inside the formula bar you have to give equals this, where the title we have found, that same cell I'll give. So it will be shown here in the text box. I'll copy this. and paste it for all the bars. So this is the required chart. Now as I change the year 2021 and the quarter, so it's only changing here. We need to make sure all of them are linked to the formula. So just select it, then in the formula bar equal to this one. For each one we have to do separately. Select the text box, then go to formula bar equals. Now make sure the size is changed. Let's see. Change the quarter. So it's changing automatically the title and this axis. I'm not sure there is any other way to do this. So the chart is ready. Now so this one we can name pivot data for quarters. Now I'll name a sheet called chart. Keep it next to this data. All these are our working files. Now we have to make it this way. The worksheet must look like this. We need to enter this text and here 2021 to 23 sales analysis. So the complete worksheet is filled with green color. Select all. The fill color can be set to green. Now we need to add this. Same green color. The text is red. Let's make it bigger. This is black color. Now let's copy the charts. So this is the First chart, copy this. Paste it here. This text size is a little bit smaller. So this is the second chart. Now let's take the third one from here. You can paste it here. This chart. Only this button should be shown here, so this you can remove. You can give hide value field buttons and axis field buttons. Only this has to be shown and there is no legend. So the four charts are here. Now the last one, you can select this. You can remove these buttons. The legend can be removed. No legend. Now we have to add a text box as given in the question here. Select year and quarters. Select year and quarters. Here we need one text box just showing select year. So this is the required chart. So we have added all the charts here. This is the end of the spreadsheet task. Other tasks will be uploaded in another video. Thank you for now.